Let's do some scouting for France. If they're watching that game and you're giving them some advice on where to hit the U.S., where would you tell them to go?
Well, I really enjoyed the Spain performance, particularly because they did not look intimidated by USA at all. They set up to press them in midfield when the ball went into midfield. I do think USA needed that performance. As Lex said, they needed to suffer a little bit. It's been a bit of a cruise. It's what I call a big high-five performance. That feeling after you finish a hard training session or a hard fitness session, you're like, right, we got through it. We got that grit. But if I'm France looking at on Friday's matchup, I'm thinking as a forward, I'm going to press this back four. Every time it goes to Becky Sauerbrunn, I'm going to press. Every time the ball goes back to, listen there, you see it there. They looked rattled at the back. They looked rattled. Every time the ball goes into USWNT, she's not a defensive midfielder. She doesn't have that radar, that sort of eyes in the back of her head. She's a defender. So press. If I was France, I'm thinking, one, don't be intimidated, the mentality to go into the game, which they're not going to be, they're at home. But also press in certain areas. When it goes to certain players, attack. That's what Spain did. That's what Spain did to rattle USA yesterday.
Talking as a centre-back, sometimes you have this one match because so far the US hasn't been tested. It's so hard as a centre-back staying focused. You don't have any defensive work to do. So I think that was just the wake-up call. And of course, France can try to press them high, but I think the next performance from whoever plays centre-backs for the US in the next game is going to be 100% better and more focused.
Yeah, I agree with Ari on that one. I think this is ironing out the cobwebs. They hadn't been tested at all. So it was a bit shaky and it was a bit dodgy across the back line, but I wouldn't expect that to happen this time against France.
I hope not for USA. I hope not, but,
the French had their cobwebs rattled the night before as well. So both have been slightly humbled, but advancing as well. So coverage of Friday's showdown gets underway at 2 Eastern, live on Fox, the one we've been waiting for months. Henri, Rapinoe, the winner, off to Lyon and the semifinals.